Yes. Today we are going to discuss and learn and explore many possibilities from the poem, The Road Not Taken. Do you know who was the poet?
Robert Frost.
Robert Frost. Yes, Robert Frost. Have you learned any poems by Robert Frost in the previous classes?
Last year.
Last year? Last year you learned a poem by Robert Frost?
7th standard. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, which was that, Michelle? Can you tell me? Which was the poem that we learned last year?
I didn't remember correctly at the
You don't remember. You don't remember. That's because last year we did not learn any poem by Robert Frost.
Ma'am, I think we had learned one
But
poem.
before last year we have learned. Catherine, have you learned any poem by Robert Frost?
No.
No. Okay, so which was the poem that we learned in standard 7? Let me see whether you have got a good memory. Come on, recollect quickly. Everybody is thinking so hard. And who taught you that poem?
I'm you.
I am the only one. I'm the only one who taught you in 7th. Okay. Last year also I taught you. Last year we did not learn any of the poems by Robert Frost. This year again we are going to learn another poem. Come on, recollect at least the title of the poem. Title of the poem.
1 minute. I will find that now. I have
okay,
a notebook of last year's.
Michelle has gone to search.
Ma'am, Stopping of the Wood in a Evening Snowy that day.
A strange title. Mixed. Shankari? Stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. Got the title?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And I think I showed you a video also at that time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. That is one of the famous poems written by Robert Frost. So Robert Frost is not a new figure for you. He's not an unfamiliar person to you. You have learned his poem and you know quite well about him. So you are going to tell me what else you remember about Robert Frost. One by one, you can start. Do you remember the full name of Frost? Full name of Robert Frost.
Robert Lee Frost.
Yes, Robert Lee Frost. Don't forget the full name, okay? Full name, pen name, all these things you have to note. Robert Lee Frost. What about his nationality?
American.
Yes, nationality, he is an American poet. Okay, he belongs to America. So we call him as American poet. Then birth date and death date, I will not ask you. Okay, don't worry about it. It's very difficult to remember the date, month and year. So I'll excuse you. Then what else? Can you tell me some of the important poems written by him? Come on, children. No idea. You can note at least 2. One is Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. And the other one is the poem that you're going to learn today, The Road Not Taken. So list it out in your note. Popular poems. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening.
In which textbook is it is?
It is there in the text Beehive. Stopping by woods. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Does anyone remember the eye-catching lines or the highlighted lines from this poem?
The horse and the bell.
Okay, you remember horse, harness bells, then the traveler stopping in the midst of the forest, yes, and it is winter. Okay, all those things you remember, but I'm asking you whether you remember any lines from the poem, the most highlighted lines in the poem.
Ma'am, can I show the slide again?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, Michelle.
ma'am, there's a line related to year.
Yeah, there is a line related to year.
Yeah. The darkest,
Ah,
something like that, I remember.
nobody remembers?
The
No one?
We
darkest
don't know the
evening
line,
of the year.
I think I at that point of time I had asked you. I should have asked you to by heart the lines. In fact, I did not give you a chance for by hearting. That's my mistake. Do you remember this line? I have miles and miles to go before I sleep.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Yeah, this
Yes,
is the
yes.
this is the most highlighted lines in the poem. I have miles and miles to go before I sleep. All right. Whose would these are I think I know. His house is in the village though. That's how the poem begins, is it not? Okay. One is Stopping by Woods. The second one is The Road Not Taken. Then the third poem is Mending Wall. Then fourth, Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice, and many more. Okay, I'm listing out only few here. So these are some of the famous poems written by Frost. Then regarding his occupation, he has worked in various fields. He was not only a poet and a playwright, but also he has worked as a teacher and a farmer. Okay, occupation. He has worked as a teacher, as a farmer, then as a poet, and also as a playwright. Playwright. Children, please note the spelling of playwright. P-L-A-Y-W-R-I-G-H-T. Okay. Some of you misspell the word. Do not write W-R-I-T-E. It's wrong. The correct spelling is P-L-A-Y-W-R-I-G-H-T. Playwright. Then, what about the awards that he has received? Awards. He has won Pulitzer Prize for Poetry. Pulitzer Prize. P-U-L-I-T-Z-E-R. Pulitzer Prize for Poetry. And that also not for just one time, but he has won Pulitzer Prize 4 times. Okay. He has won Pulitzer Prize for Poetry 4 times. And also another award that is added to his credit is Congressional Gold Medal. Okay, Pulitzer Prize and Congressional Gold Medal. Then he was educated from, he received education from the following colleges. One is Dartmouth College and the other one is Harvard College. Dartmouth and Harvard. Dartmouth College and Harvard College. Have you finished noting it down?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, write it down. So Robert Frost is one of the famous American poets who won a reputation not in his native country, but in a foreign country. Okay, as I told you, he is of American origin. His native country or his nation is America, but he gained reputation, name, and fame in England. And these are some of the facts that we discussed about Frost. His full name is Robert Lee Frost, and nationality America. Okay. In bracket, within the bracket, you can write he's an American poet. Then some of the famous poems by him include Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, The Road Not Taken, Mending Wall, Fire and Ice. Then occupation, he has worked in various fields as teacher, as farmer, as a poet, and also as playwright. And the awards received by him are Pulitzer Prize for Poetry. Okay, just in the bracket, write 4 times. He has received Pulitzer Prize 4 times and also Congressional Gold Medal. Have you completed, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And he received education from Dartmouth College and Harvard College. All right. I would like to show some portraits in connection with the poet. You can have a look at the pictures. Okay. This is young Robert Frost. And you can also see the image or portrait that was taken once he has become old. Just note down the birth date. He was born on 26 March in 1874 in San Francisco, California, in United States. You need not by heart the birth date and death date, okay? But just for your information, I'm just sharing the content with you. So he was born on 26 March 1874 in San Francisco, California, United States. And his father's name is William Prescott Frost, and his mother is Isabella Moody, and his wife is Eleanor Frost. Okay, famous poems: Stopping by Woods on a Snow Evening, Mending Wall, Fire and Ice, The Road Not Taken, Nothing Gold Can Stay. This is the image of Frost celebrating his birthday. And here you can see a hall named after Robert Frost.
Can you show that slide?
Can you show that slide?
Third slide.
Which one? Third one?
Third slide.
Third slide. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. Yes. See, whenever you learn the information about the authors or the poet, please make sure that if there is any pen name or actual name or full name, you have to learn it by heart. Okay. Then the important works. Then the nationality, to which nation the poet or the author belongs. Okay, these are the main things that you have to keep in mind. You can also note down the date of his death. He died on 29th January 1963. I haven't included his death date here. If you want, you can note it down. He died on 29th January 1963 at the age of 88.
Can you repeat?
29 January 1963. Okay. Shall I proceed to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope I explained this figure. This is a portrait of Frost celebrating his birthday. And here you can see a hall named after Robert Frost. This is something very, very important. Once I explain the life, history, or biography of the Frost, I'll make it more clear. Just have a look at it. This is a farmhouse owned by the poet. In fact, this was gifted by his grandfather. Okay, Frost lived in this farmhouse during the time period of 1874 to 1963. He lived in this farmhouse from the time period 1874 to 1963. Some of the best loved poems in the English language are associated with a small farm owned by the poet from 1900 to 1911. Here, Frost farmed, taught at nearby Pinkerton Academy, and developed the poetic voice, which later won him the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry 4 times and world fame as one of our foremost poets. So while he was living in this farmhouse, he worked at the nearby academy as a teacher. Okay, so he has tried various methods to earn his livelihood. Farmhouse. Then here you can see a stamp which has got the imprint of Frost's image. And this is a tomb. This is a tomb of Robert Lee Frost, and you can see an epitaph engraved on it. Epitaph means a phrase or form of words written in memory of a person who has died. And this epitaph is one of the title of his poem itself. I had a lover's quarrel with the world. And the next image suggests the family tomb of Robert Frost. You can see all the names imprinted on the surface of the tomb. Robert Lee Frost, Eleanor Miriam White, his wife, then Marjorie Frost Bracer, then Carol Frost, Elliot Frost, Eleanor Bettina Frost, and Lillian Labette Frost. All right. Okay. Now, children, I'm going to give you a short biography about the author. Usually, I just give you some quick facts about the poet or the author when we learn the chapter or the poem. But this time, I'm going to give a bit of detailed information about Robert Frost, and you will come to know why it is relevant. So I want to make a note of it. Okay, as I told you, Frost was born on 26 March 1874 in San Francisco, California, United States. Okay, he spent his 11 years, up to his 11 years, he spent his lifetime in San Francisco itself till his father's death. His father was a journalist, William Prescott, and he died due to tuberculosis. So up to 11 years of age, he lived in San Francisco. After his father's death, he, along with his mother and sister and grandparents, moved to another city in United States called Massachusetts. Okay, that was in the year 1884. Frost, along with his family members, moved to Massachusetts in the year 1884. And during that time, Frost attended Lawrence.
Repeat that last line once again.
Which one, Shivanya?
Ma'am, he moved with his family.
He moved with his family members, along with his mother and his sister and grandparents. Okay. After his father's death, Frost moved along with his mother, sister, and grandparents to Massachusetts in the year 1884. And after reaching Massachusetts, he started attending school, and his education started from Lawrence High School. Lawrence High School. Okay, Frost started his education in Lawrence High School. After completing his high school, he attended Dartmouth College. After completing his school education, he attended Dartmouth College just for a few months, but he returned home. Okay, due to financial liabilities, Frost was unable to continue with his education. Though he joined for his higher studies in Dartmouth University, he was unable to complete it, so he returned home. Then, in the beginning of the year 1897, in the beginning of the year 1897, Frost attended Harvard University. I already gave you a hint that he attended education from Dartmouth University as well as Harvard University. But the unfortunate incident that happened to Frost was that he was not able to earn a degree. Okay, when we go to the colleges, either we earn a bachelor degree or a post-graduation degree or master's degree. Okay, but unfortunately, when it comes to Frost's situation, though he attended two of these universities or colleges, Harvard and Dartmouth, he was unable to complete his education and he did not earn a degree. Is that clear?
Can you say the year he joined Harvard University?
1897. Yes, in the beginning of 1897, he joined Harvard University, but after 2 years, he had to drop out from the college or from the university because of certain health issues. Okay, due to some health issues, Frost was unable to continue his higher education. Then in 1900, in the year 1900, what is the significance of the year 1900? You remember when I showed you the images here?
Ma'am, he moved into that farmhouse.
Very good, very good. Well said, Ashmit. He moved to farmhouse. Okay, so in 1900, Frost moved with his wife and children to the farmhouse in New Hampshire. The place name is New Hampshire. In 1900, Frost, along with his wife and children, he moved to the farmhouse in New Hampshire. NEWHAMPSHIRE. If you want, I can note it here on the screen. New Hampshire. NEWHAMPSHIRE. In the year 1900, Frost moved to the farmhouse along with his wife and children. And the farmhouse was a property that was gifted by his grandfather. Okay, it was a property that was purchased by his grandfather for Frost and his family. And they tried to make a living for almost 12 years. So for how many years did they spend their life in the farmhouse?
12 years.
12 years. Yes, Frost, his wife and the children, they lived in the farmhouse almost for 12 years. That is from 1900 to 1912 or the beginning of 1912. That means 1911. Yeah, 11, 12 years, almost 11, 12 years. They spent their life trying to make a livelihood. So after moving to the farmhouse, it seemed to be a fruitful time for Robert Frost, but the adversity or misery or the unfortunate incident came in the form of the death of his two children. He lost his two children while he was living in that farmhouse. Okay, so Frost went through a lot of personal tragedies. He was not only facing a financial... Yeah, yes.
Ma'am, I have some network problems going and coming, so I'm not able to hear what you're saying properly.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, Mithun.
Okay, ma'am.
So even though it was a fruitful time spending his life in the farmhouse, the adversity came in the form of losing two of his children. Two of his young children died while they were spending their time in the farmhouse. Then after that, Frost and his wife, Eleanor Frost, they attempted several endeavors in order to make the life much more comfortable, including teaching. Okay, that is how Frost takes his career into teaching. Somehow he wanted to earn a better living condition. He wanted to have a better living condition. So that he started teaching at the nearby academy, and they also did poultry farming. But it was all in one way or the other unsuccessful. After that, he moved into the field of writing poems. Okay, so various endeavors or tasks were attempted by Frost and his wife during all this time. He engaged himself as a teacher, as a farmer. Then he started writing poems also. But I would say that the time was not at all favorable for him and his family because none of his poems were accepted by American publishers. That was the saddest part in his life. None of his poems were accepted by the American publishers. Though he wrote many poems, but none of it was accepted and published. And towards the end, he really had to take a momentous decision, a tough time in making a decision. That is, he decided to move from United States to England. He decided to move from United States to England. In fact, he was unwilling, but the situation demanded. So along with his family, Frost moved to England in 1912. And after reaching England, again, he gave another try by writing poems. And fortunately or luckily, his poem was accepted by the London publisher. Okay, his poem was accepted by London publisher and it was brought into light. And that was how the entire world came to know Robert Frost as a great poet. And do you know what is the reason why I gave you a short biography of the poet? Can anyone tell me the reason?
Ma'am, he failed many times, but still he tried to succeed.
Yes, that's the point. Though he faced many adversities in his life, he did not give up. He tried until he succeeded. Very good point, Shivanya. But what is the motive behind giving you a short biography about the poet? Usually I don't do that.
His one part will be this poem.
Pardon? Mishal, I did not hear you clearly. Mishal, could you please repeat? Could you please repeat, Mishal? Could you please repeat?
Ma'am, maybe his his life will be related to this poem.
Exactly, exactly. That is the reason. This poem has got a great relevance. That is, it has got a great connection with the poet's life. Okay. So I'll give you a detailed explanation in the next session, that is tomorrow.
Ma'am, can you say that who accepted that poem written by
London publisher. London publisher. Okay. So tomorrow we'll continue. Okay. I'll just take a snap. Go through the life history of Robert Frost. Okay. We will discuss more in the next class. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.